So there is something pretty exciting that is released this week. We are talking about GLM 4.7 Flash, and honestly, this might be one of the most practical releases I have seen in a while for anyone who actually wants to use AI coding tools without breaking the bank or needing a data center in their basement. So here is the deal. This is a 30 billion parameter mixture of expert model, but only 3 billion parameters are active at any given time. Now I know that sounds technical, but what it actually means is you get the intelligence of a much larger model while using the resources of something way smaller. It's basically like having a really smart assistant who only uses their brain power when they actually need it, instead of constantly running at full throttle. Let me give you some context here. The team behind this, which is Z.AI, they have been putting out solid models for a while now. I have covered their stuff before, from the original code GLM all the way through GLM 4.5, 4.6, and now we have got 4.7 and this Flash variant. What makes Flash special is that it's optimized specifically for coding agents and tools calling, which if you have ever tried to get a small model to reliably use tools, you know that's usually a complete nightmare. Now, before we dive into an actual demo, let's talk about what this thing can actually do because the benchmarks are pretty wild for a model of this size. On SWE-bench verified, which tests real-world GitHub issue resolutions, this scores 59.2%. For comparison, Quen 3 30 billion mixture of expert only hits 22% in the same test. That's almost 3 times better, and these are supposed to be competitors in the same weight class. On T2 bench, which measures agentic capabilities like multi-turn tool use and planning, GLM 4.7 Flash scores 79.5% compared to Quen's 49%. And on BrowseCamp, which tests web browsing abilities, it hits 42.8%, while Quen barely manages 2.29%. I mean, those are not even close numbers, and this is exactly the kind of stuff that matters when you are trying to build something real. For example, on AEME, which is the math benchmark, it scores 91.6%, actually beating Quen 3 thinking variant, which sits at 85%. On GPQA, it gets 75.2% compared to Quen's 73.4%. These differences might seem small, but when you are working on actual projects, that consistency adds up fast. Alright, so let me show you this thing in action because that's what actually matters. I'm going to use OpenCode for this demo, and here is something really cool that GLM 4.7 Flash along with all other GLM models, they're completely free to use in OpenCode right now. Now for this demo, I asked it to build me a Flappy Bird game. This is actually a pretty good test because it requires understanding game logic, physics simulation, event handling, and rendering all at once. Let me show you the output. The bird moves smoothly, the physics feel right, pipes generate at reasonable intervals, collision detection is accurate, and the score increment properly. This is production ready code quality for a simple game, generated in literally under a minute. For a 3 billion active parameter model, this is honestly impressive. Now let me talk about why this matters beyond just cool demos. Tool calling has been the weak point of small models forever. You would ask them to use a function and they would either mess up with JSON formatting, call the wrong tool entirely, or just completely misunderstood what you were talking about. GLM 4.7 Flash seems to have actually solved this problem for its size category. The speed is also worth mentioning because only 3 billion parameters are active. Inference is fast. We are talking about response that feel instant for most tasks. You are not sitting there waiting 30 seconds for the model to think about a simple function. This makes it actually usable for interactive developments, not just batch processing where you can walk away and come back. The model supports speculative decoding with both MTP and Eagle algorithms, which can make it even faster if you set that up. They have also built a proper tool call and reasoning parser into the VLLM and SGLang. So if you want to self-host this thing, you actually can with proper production grade infrastructure. Alright, so let's talk about how you can actually use this. OpenCode is one option, and like I said, it's free right now, but you have also got other choices. The model is available on OpenRouter, which is an unified API platform that gives you access to tons of different models. On OpenRouter, GLM 4.7 Flash costs 7 cents per million input token and 40 cents per million output tokens. Let me put that in perspective for you. If you are analyzing a 10,000 line code base, which is about 40,000 input tokens, and generating a refactor plan, which might be 10,000 output token, that entire operation costs you about 3 cents. Compare that to Claude Sonnet 4, which would cost $3 for input and $15 for input on the same task. You are looking at literally 100 times cheaper for work that honestly pretty comparable in quality for most coding tasks. You can also use this with Code, which is a VS Code extension that turns your editor into a full coding agent. Code supports GLM model out of the box, and if you subscribe to the GLM coding plan, which is $3 per month, you get access to GLM 4.7 with 3 times the usage quota of what Claude Pro offers at 1/7 the price. That's a pretty wild value proposition. The model is MIT license, which means you can use it however you want. Commercial projects, fine-tuning, whatever. You can grab it from Hugging Face. If you have got the hardware, you can run it locally. If you don't, you can use it through OpenCode, OpenRouter, or the official Z.AI API. The flexibility is huge because most models just do one thing. Either they always think deeply and are slow, or they never think and make mistakes. Being able to control this dynamically means you can optimize for your actual workflows. In terms of real-world performance, people have been testing this in Claude Code, Klein, Roo Code, and other agent frameworks, and the feedback has been consistently positive. The model maintains context very well across file operations. It does not hallucinate functions as much as other models in its class, and it generates cleaner code that actually matches modern best practices instead of outdated patterns. For front-end work, it's particularly strong. GLM 4.7 Flash produces better looking interfaces with cleaner layout and more beautiful component structure compared to most other models at its size. If you are building web apps or dashboards, this is something you can actually notice. Now let's be real about limitations because no model is perfect. This is still a 30 billion parameter model at its core. It's not going to match GPT-5 or Claude Opus 4.5 on the absolute hardware reasoning task. If you are doing cutting-edge research or extremely complex architecture planning, you probably still want a frontier model. But for the vast majority of actual development work, building features, fixing bugs, refactoring code, or writing tests, this model is more than capable. Alright, so here is my actual take on this. I think GLM 4.7 Flash represents exactly where the industry should be heading. Instead of just making bigger and bigger models that cost more and run slower, we need more models like this that are optimized for specific use cases and actually deployable by normal people. A 30 billion parameter mixture of expert model that can do reliable tool calling and write production quality code is way more useful to most developers than a trillion parameter monster that needs a GPU cluster to run. The pricing is also sensible, the performance is strong, the tooling support is there, and it's open source with the MIT license. That's pretty compelling package. Whether you are a developer building side projects or startup trying to move fast without spending a lot of money on AI cost, or just someone who want to experiment with coding agents, this is worth checking out. If you want to try it yourself, start with something simple. Maybe ask it to build a calculator or to-do app just to get a feel of how it responds. Then try something more complex like asking it to refactor some actual code from one of your project or to implement a specific algorithm. The other cool thing is that because all the GLM models are available in these platforms, you can actually compare them directly. Use GLM 4.7 Flash for your high volume tasks where speed matters. Then switch to the full GLM 4.7 model when you need maximum capability. This kind of flexibility is exactly what makes modern AI development workflow more powerful. So yes, GLM 4.7 is definitely one of the more interesting releases I have covered recently. It's not revolutionary in the sense of inventing something completely new, but it's executing on a specific vision really well. A fast, efficient, capable coding model that you can actually use without needing massive infrastructure or a huge budget. Alright, so thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.